Okay, the next speaker is going to be talking about new opportunities in utility, NFT, and interactions with AI. How perfect is that? Please welcome Xi Chen.
Hi, everyone. It is my great honor to present here. My name is Xi Chen. I'm very different from other speakers. I'm a professor at New York University Stern School of Business. So I'm not, but I see the world, see the NFT world from a different angle. Okay, so I'm talking a little bit about utility NFT and interaction with the very popular AIGC nowadays. And this is my Twitter account, and I'm teaching at NYU. Okay, so indeed, as everybody knows, the NFT goes down in 2022, right? So what's the reason? Is that about FTX? Is it about the recession? The interest rate goes up? Is it about a scam? I think everything contributes a little bit, but it makes me wonder what will be the future of NFT. Probably the NFT will go beyond, only the collections, or the, something to signal my wealth, signal the people's wealth. So I think one thing essential in the NFT in the long term is about its utility. So I firmly believe utility NFT will become the kind of a next generation to for the use of NFT to greatly facilitate kind of the transfer, the payment, and many other applications. So why the utility NFT can strengthen the community? First of all, it can provide people the exclusive access. It provides very easy distribution of the rewards and can easily incentivize the people. It shows the ownership and provide the new governors like Soulbound token and can easily be represented as a one special form of the NFT, so that I think most of you know the Soulbound token has been proposed by Vitalik last year. It's kind of non-transferable NFT to show your identity. And finally, it can provide a very effective way of the social proof. So there are many applications of utility NFT. For example, the utility NFT can be used in all kinds of Web3 games. We are still at a very early stage of Web3 games. But one thing you cannot miss is the utility NFT, which are not widely spread in the Web2 world. So it provides you the in-game assets, and these assets can transferable from different games. It have the cross-game interpretability. Especially it's the NFT shows your identity and reputation. And finally, by rewarding the NFT and using the NFT to incentivize the players, will provide a kind of a better way for the community development. Okay, of course, one particular application of utility NFT, I think, is in ticketing. It's still very early, but you think the ticketing with the NFT has the many different functions. For example, you can just think about if you go into a movie theater, you're holding an NFT as your ticket, then they can inject so much information into this NFT. They can put the trailers directly on your NFT, and after you watch the movie, they can put a few memorable moments on this NFT, and then maybe then after maybe half a year, you open this NFT one more time, it can show you the next release. And it's also a simple app with a collector of NFTs can provide you the history of what movies you have watched. It's better for many kind of industry like advertisement. They can, from your collector of NFTs, they can better targeting, provide you the better suggestions of the next movie that you cannot miss. So for example, the utility NFT in ticketing can provide you the authentication. It can provide you the transferability. It can provide you the lifetime pass. It also can be a form of engagement. If you always watch a movie by some movie star, and then you automatically become a fan in the community. So identifying the fan becomes a very easy job. And finally, utility NFT can be applied for fashion industry. It's provide ownership. It's provide limited edition releases. The fashion knows how to targeting their audience. It's provide the reselling much easier because NFT can represent certain products. It can also from the NFT it can provide a new social hub or social network. So all these things, I think, it's only touch the surface, and the utility NFT can go on and on for many, many industries, even the hotel, even the, kind of the real estate, so on and so forth. But one thing particularly cool this year, I think, is like the AI GC booms, right? So you can see we on one side we have the NFT and the blockchain. It's provide you the on-chain proof of rights. On the other side, the artificial intelligence makes the content generation super simple. Okay, your cost of content generation becomes super cheap nowadays. You have so many platforms like Midjourney, like Runaway, like Stability of AI. It all can generate pictures with your input in a second, and even like a small video. So all these things means that we greatly lower the barrier of the entrance of utility NFT. Everyone can create very fancy pictures, very fancy videos without spending a lot of money hiring artists. You can just using these tools to create your own like utility NFT with very fancy pictures or videos in a second. So indeed, like NFT combined with AI is very natural. Clearly, you think the AI provides very easy way of creating NFT. It's provide the trend authentication. It can make your like interaction with NFT much more immersive. So this we can have the next generation of like interactive digital arts, and combining this kind of two things together provide like just a much broader like ecosystem. Okay, and finally, I just want to say like one small thing. I'm working with some like previous NYU students. It's called like Monarch. We're trying to see if we can build a hub like where the technology connects with the unique creatives for creators, collectors, and educations. Like they're trying to make my students that they graduated a few years ago. They're trying to build this community. I just do a little bit of advertisement for my students. Thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it.